Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Libra, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Tessa, you're watching Tessa's Tarot. This is your reading for October 2021 Oracle and Tarot reading, okay? So I'm going to let you know the cards that I pulled. So I pulled all the cards already and I put them out. Very interesting kind of story going on here. Mostly your energy, but there is another energy in here that I will discuss as soon as I tell you the names and which cards that I pulled, okay? But this is definitely like something internal that's going on with you right now, okay? Okay, so from the Astro Soul Oracle deck, we get the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces, okay? We get the waxing gibbous moon, and we get the Taurus card, okay? And I'll explain all of this, don't worry. From the Tarot of Mystical Moments, we have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card. We have the Eight of Cups, which is Pisces. Definitely a lot of Pisces and Taurus energy in here for sure. The Five of Pentacles, which is Taurus. The Queen of Wands, which is Aries. The King of Swords, which is Aquarius. And the Ten of Cups, which is also Pisces, okay? And then from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, we have the card Trust. We have Hope. And we have release, okay? Trust, I definitely connect to Pisces energy. Hope, I connect with Aquarius energy. And release, I feel like maybe Cancer or... Yeah, I'm feeling some Cancer with the release, to release and let go. Okay. All right, so let's jump into this. So basically, Libra, what I'm kind of getting here is that you have reached a kind of like standstill maybe in your relationship, okay? So I am feeling that there is another energy over here, okay? And I feel like perhaps you have started a relationship with someone, or you've already been in one. Maybe you just got married, maybe like, you know, the ball has already been rolling for some time and things are kind of like coming to the surface in regards to like long-term stability, in regards to where, you know, like, I'm feeling that this reading is for those Libras who are in a relationship but don't have children yet. And that is kind of like the next step, right? That's maybe, you know, perhaps that's the next step in the process, or like, you know, like even if you're thinking about marriage, for those of you who are in a relationship but haven't like done the marriage thing yet, there's a point that you are reaching in your relationship where you're kind of like evaluating some things, and the things that you're evaluating have to do with long-term stability, okay? There is a feeling like maybe at this point in time the two of you are not quite aligned. You're a little bit like you're not perhaps like aligned mentally or energetically. It's like I feel like you have the same goal. I feel like you want the same thing. But there is this feeling, like I feel like the issue of long-term stability and financial matters is kind of like getting in the way a little bit of this connection. The question of if you're going to be able to create this long-term stability, okay? There is a need to really kind of like tap into your intuition right now and almost like trust in a more kind of like divine force that is guiding this relationship, okay? There is a need to be patient. There is a need to kind of like nurture the relationship and to nurture perhaps the differences or the things that you are seeing energetically that aren't like maybe something that you're seeing in the other person that's not really like matching up with you. It's like your instinct, your impulse is to walk away. And I'm not feeling like you want to walk away from the situation. I'm not necessarily feeling like you want to just move away from the person or from the situation completely. I'm feeling just maybe a need to do some soul searching, or I'm feeling a need to maybe just like step away for a little bit, just to kind of gather your feelings and just to kind of understand what it is that you're feeling, to understand what it is that you are experiencing. Like, you want to know why you're feeling this way. You want to know what it is you're feeling, why you're feeling this way. Why are you having some doubts? Why are you having these fears? Okay. Because I feel like there is some kind of fear that, like, you're not going to be able to create that Taurus energy. That Taurus is all about long-term stability, or you're not going to be able to find the resources to bring this connection to the next level, okay? To bring it to the next level. But there is such a strong, with the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card over here, there's such a strong desire to come from a place of like wisdom and knowledge and knowing. There's a desire to kind of like know whether something is going to work out or not. But you can't totally know. So it's almost like this soul searching. It's almost like this inner soul searching spiritual kind of journey that you kind of need to take within you, so you can kind of find the strength and the courage to have faith and to have trust that everything is going to work out, okay? Now with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords down here, I'm definitely feeling like this is more your energy, because Libra energy, this is an Aquarius card, the King of Swords. I mean, it's definitely masculine energy, but Libra energy, air energy, is more masculine energy. So I feel like you're kind of like, perhaps like your approach right now is like thinking about things from a more logical level. But you're also like, you're thinking very logically about things. And you want to kind of like figure things out. But I also feel like maybe your person is like, I don't know, like I feel like your person could be approaching this from a more passionate, inspired kind of energy. And maybe that is what is making you a little nervous. Like, you don't really know if they have what it takes to create long-term stability with you. But it looks like the answer that's being presented for you here and the advice that's being presented is not to focus, is first to come back to that emotional connection, to first come back to that end goal. Like, if both of you are desiring that emotion, 10 of Cups, Mars and Pisces is like one of the happiest cards in the deck. This is about happiness, bliss. This is emotional fulfillment. So if both of you are seeking that, if that is truly your deepest desire to have the emotion, then, and if both of you are able to communicate that, and that is like, if you want that the marriage, the family, the happy home, the children, if that is really what you are wanting, that kind of like spiritual, like just joy, right? Then I feel like all these other things are going to fall into place. I feel like the financial aspect of it is really not even going to be a concern for you anymore. And because it's not going to be a concern, and because you're not depending so much on that to make you happy, you're going to be able to find like those resources will come your way. The universe like will provide for you guys to be able to take care of yourselves and to have like financial like security, because like, you know, you have love. I hope that makes sense. It's almost like you have to trust in your heart. You have to trust that like the love that you share between the two of you will find a way, and that the two of you together will be able to make this happen. But you have to trust. You have to trust in the other person. You have to trust that the other person, I feel like there might be a little lack of trust in the other person right now, that they will be able to carry their weight perhaps. So, and I can see that you are hoping, that you're hoping that it's going to work out, and that, like, all in all, initially at the end, it's also like telling you, like, you need to release and kind of like let go of this. Maybe also like obsession to control everything. There is kind of a controlling kind of energy taking place as well. Like, you feel like maybe you are the one who is worrying. Like, maybe you are more worried about all this than the other person. Maybe the other person is not really showing much worry and you are, and it's making you feel a little like alone and disconnected from your person, because you're thinking about all these things, you're worried about all these things, but the other person is just like, oh, whatever happens, happens, or like they're just approaching it from a different kind of energy. And I feel like there's a need to kind of like let go and release this within you. And honestly, like, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like right in front of you and you don't even see it. Like, talk to them, release, like, open up, like, all of these things that you're feeling. I feel like you'll be surprised as to how understanding or open they are to hear what you feel, because it's like, isn't that the whole point of being in a relationship, is so you can speak openly and honestly and communicate your feelings and communicate your like fears, communicate your hopes, like all of that. Like, and if you're feeling that way and you're being like open and honest about it, and you're just saying like, this is just how I'm feeling, I'm sorry, like, it probably has nothing to do with you, I just need to figure some things out, I just got to do a little soul searching as to why I'm feeling this way, like why I'm feeling this way about you, about us. I mean, they might understand, it's not necessarily like you are like, it's not like you're breaking up with them, you're just saying like, maybe I just need some time, like, and if you open up to them and if you release that energy and you talk to them, and like, you would be surprised, like, they could actually like be so supportive and be like, I'm here for you. And then like, it's kind of like all your worries just dissolve. Or they're going to be like, okay, well, take the time that you need to do that soul searching. Maybe I need to do some soul searching too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really don't know how it's going to go. But I don't know. There is a need to release something. There's a need to let go of something, okay? But I feel like you're not going to really figure out what that is until you do some soul searching, and until you kind of like go within a little bit and kind of like see where these feelings are coming from and what they're all about. Of course, it's up to you whether or not you want to communicate that with your partner. But it looks like there is a need for that. And I feel like you are going to discover some answers. You might go through some discomfort. You might go through feelings of like, where you feel like you are alone and you feel like you're not really in a relationship, and you actually feel like you have disconnected. But I'm not seeing anywhere here where you're not going to like re-emerge able to talk about it. I feel like you're going to be able to communicate with the, you're a Libra, and with that Aquarius and like with that King of Swords energy, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like you will, after you are able to put yourself through that and to kind of like, just kind of like let yourself feel what you're feeling, you're going to be able to align better with your partner. I also feel like you guys will come back into alignment, okay? So if we're looking here, because like the waxing gibbous is all about alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution, that you'll evolve together. And we have a waxing gibbous from October 14th to October 19th, okay? So what this means is either like, this is going to be that maybe time period where you're going to really take a few days, like 3-4 days to just kind of like be with yourself. Or this is going to be the time period where you're going to come back together with your person and you're going to start to nurture the relationship again. You're going to come back into alignment with each other and evolve and decide to evolve together, okay? And like discuss, like you'll be able to really talk about what it is you want out of this relationship, if you want to have children or not, how maybe like the daily activities of your life and your daily routines could also maybe be like affecting, because the waxing gibbous is going to be moving through the 5th house, the 6th house, and the 7th house. So this is going to be in regards to like, you know, perhaps like talking about children and also about like daily activities, maybe things that you're doing together or things you're not doing together, but you think you should be doing together. And then like the evolution of the actual relationship, the 7th house. So this is my reading for you, Libra, for October 2021. I really, really hope this helped. You can drop a comment and let me know down below. For those who have already been subscribers, I do apologize that I was not able to do a mid-September reading. I plan on doing a mid-October reading, but I did recently get back to work, and I'm really, really needing to kind of like pump in those hours with work and kind of like get back on track as far as my financial situation and trying to get my business going. So we'll see, but I do definitely plan on doing a November reading. Okay, so definitely stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, peace.